Welcome back to Life Coach 180 with yours truly, Ben Lopez, aka DJ Lopez. And today we want to talk about is God enough? We live either in a constant state of want just to miss out on peace because we're looking for the next thing. When is the last time you remember being content? When I get the next pair of shoes, outfit materials, possessions, then I'll be content. Only to be dissatisfied, looking for the next thing. Once I have that special someone in my life, or change who I am to appeal to others, then I'll have enough. The question on the table is God enough? Does He complete you, or simply fill in one of the gaps in your life? In 2 Corinthians 9:8, Paul shares with the Corinthians his gratefulness for their giving spirit as he's picking up resources on financial help for their needs of the saints in Jerusalem. He expresses to them, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things, at all times, having all that you need, you'll abound in every good work." True fulfillment is when we live in a state of being grateful with all that we need versus all that we want. When our hearts open to giving, we can now reach a state of love towards others outside ourselves in order to live content. God's blessings flow with an open hand. However, we must be willing to help others without expecting anything in return. Why? Because God is simply enough. If today you're feeling disconnected or discontent with life and the situation you're in, consider God is enough. The illusion of next will never satisfy. We live in a culture that constantly tells us the next item, experience, or relationship will finally bring contentment, only to be dissatisfied looking for the next thing. We see that fulfillment keeps slipping through our fingers. This endless chase distracts us from the peace already available through God. Philippians 4:11-12 shares, "Like Paul, we must learn the secret of being content in any and in every situation." True peace doesn't come from accumulation. It comes from trusting that God's provision is already sufficient. In other words, what He provides is enough. What next thing have you been chasing, believing it'll bring you peace or fulfillment? And how might releasing it help you embrace the sufficiency of God's provision in this moment? Today I want to share a little story regarding the rich young ruler. A wealthy young man comes to Jesus and asks what he must do to inherit eternal life. Jesus tells him to keep the commandments, which the man claims to have done. Then Jesus challenges him further. If you want to be perfect, go sell all your possessions and give it to the poor, and you'll have the treasures in heaven. Then come follow me. Matthew 19:21. But the young man went away sad because he had great wealth. He was seeking something more, yet unwilling to give up what he thought made him whole. The next for him was eternal life. But his attachment to possessions revealed a heart not yet content in God alone. What is the one thing you're holding on to that might be keeping you from fully following Jesus? And are you willing to let go to discover that He's all you need? He's enough.